Good morning. This is Mr. Bing. It is April 8th, 2021 at 8:26 a.m. at Liberty High School in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, room 413. This is Introduction to Engineering Design, and my class is sitting right here doing their work, and I'm very proud of them for that. And I'm going to do some things right here on this screen and record it, and hopefully someone someday, will find the golden record in Voyager 1 or Voyager 2, and this will be part of it. And so I want to give this a third try. I failed at doing something. There's two tutorial videos that you may have watched where they're both failures. So this is it. This is third chance. I'm going to do it, and I don't care. And if it fails again, I'm just going to move on and go about my life. Okay, so this is Introduction to Engineering Design. We are doing, I know it's Thursday, and I wanted to do 133, but it's actually, I'm still stuck on 132. And in 132, which is this assignment, 132, which is this assignment, making holes in CAD, I've pretty much done the entire assignment except for that. I want to make that. And here you can see my engineering notebook simulator, which shows all the notes that I wrote up in the notebook, some things that I drew, and then all the things that I made on the 3D modeling. And so there's just one more thing that I have to make, and it's that. And that in particular is a link, or is a Word document actually that I can go to and download onto my machine. And here it is. That's it. I made it like off to the side or something. So I could actually look at it. Yesterday and the day before when I was doing this, I had to keep popping back between, and I kept getting lost. And so maybe having this right in front of me will help. One thing I want you to notice about this, it is the base plate. I'm calling that the front. I know a lot of people think of that as the top. And then I guess in that case, this would be the front. And then this is actually the bottom. You know, you don't see the bottom very often in a multi-view, but they did it here. And one thing that has occurred to me is that there's all these holes on the top of the front, I don't know what to call it. And then there's on the bottom, it looks like there's these bolts or nuts, these hex nuts or bolts on the bottom that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. And then in the plate, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 holes. And so we have to figure out when we get to that point, which we may never will, we have to figure out which one of those nuts and bolts go into which ones of those holes. So that'll be interesting. That'll be a challenge that I haven't even thought about yet. So anyway, another thing that I want to point out is all the dimensions here. They give a lot of dimensions. They don't give all the dimensions, and that's a little troubling to me. And the dimensions are often referred to or based on this lower left corner of the plate, which is kind of like an origin on an XY graph. And then each of these are like the Y coordinates and X coordinates. I did not think of it that way yesterday and the day before, but I am thinking about that this way today. And let's see, there's Introduction to Engineering Design, there's the announcements, there's the Project Lead the Way webpage, there is the notebook simulator, and here is Onshape. And you can see that 1.3.2 base plate, 1.3.2 base plate redux as what these two things that I've done. If you want to look really closely, you can open this up and look at it if you want. And now I'm going to create this for the third time. 1.3. Oh, wait a minute, it's IED, right? IED. This is how I want you to name your files. Base plate, descriptive of the course and the assignment number. Base plate drawing. Is that what I call it? Drawing part 3. And then my initials. Put your initials on the file name. Okay, so there we go. We're starting a new drawing for the third time, and I'm going to make that plate. And that plate I'm noticing is 4.25 wide and 4.25 tall. So I'm going to make a new sketch in the front. I'm considering the plate, what a lot of people consider the top of the plate. I'm considering it the front. And so this is going to be 4.25. 4.25. And look, there's a square. There is a square, two-dimensional square that exists in three-dimensional space. And then I'm also going to extrude this thing to give it the thickness here, which I don't know. The thickness is not given. Maybe it's given somewhere, but I didn't find it, and I'm not, I'm too lazy to look for it. So I'm just going to extrude this thing. Watch this. I'm going to extrude it. I always extrude backwards. I don't know why I like that. And I'm going to extrude it 0.5 inches. And the reason is that when I look at this, I kind of get a feeling like each one of those layers is a 1/4 of an inch. I kind of feel like that's true. 1/4 of an inch maybe, and that would make, if there's 2 of them, would make that a 1/2 inch. And so let me check mark that. And there, I've got my little piece. And now I need to do some work on the plate itself. So I'm going to create a new sketch on this face of the plate, and I'm going to look at the view here. And what am I going to do? I'm going to start drawing things. And one of the things that I draw that no one else probably thinks is practical or you know, the best way to do it is to do what I call construction rectangles. There is something called construction lines, but I'm going to do something called construction rectangles. And I'm going to try to base most of them off of this lower left corner, which is technically the origin of my drawing of the XY graph. And so I'm going to just start here, and then I'm going to go from there to there to that, and then make that little square what appears to be, you know, some sort of intrusion, I call it, that square right there, an intrusion, not an extrusion, an intrusion. And it looks like this is 4.06 up and 0.406 up and 0.406 to the right of that origin. So I'm going to make a construction rectangle. Look at this. I'm making a rectangle and I'm making it a construction. And let's see if this does anything sensible. Okay, 0.406, enter, 0.406. There we go. So all that I've done here is identified that corner. And now I'm going to make another rectangle, except this is not going to be a construction rectangle. This is going to be an actual rectangle. And look, there it is. And oh, I forgot, what is it? It's, what's the dimension here? 1.25 and 1.25, 1.25. All right, 1.25, yes. All right, that worked. There is the construction rectangle. And so now, or the actual rectangle that's the basis of the intrusion. I'm going to go, I know I said I was going to do everything based on this lower left origin, but I'm going to jump right up to here because that gave me a lot of trouble the past 2 days to get that right. And so I'm going to try to put that there. And of course, they don't give us all the dimensions that they should have, but I think I can do something with it. I know mathematically, because I looked at this before, that this little gap here is 0.5 of an inch, even though it's not given directly as dimension. You could do the math to figure that out. So it's 0.5 of an inch. Whoa, stop it. It's 0.5 of an inch off of the top. And then this thing is 0.5 of an inch deep or thick or wide. It's this thing, right? It's the thing, the horizontal or that rectangular notch right there, another intrusion. And so it is 0.5 down and 0.5 wide. And then this dimension, I don't quite know. I'm looking at it. They didn't give it to us, so I'm just going to estimate it. If it's 4.25 completely across, well, then maybe that's 2 or 1.75. Anyway, let's see what happens. Who cares? I'm going to draw a rectangle, a construction rectangle that is, what is it? I'm going to draw it. I'm going to do something, right? I'm going to draw it right here. Nothing happened. Okay, we'll try this again. I'm going to draw it right here. There we go, a construction rectangle, and I'm going to draw it 1.75. That's truly just an estimate. Whoops. And then 0.5 is the actual dimension that's given. All right, so there we go. And then I don't know how comfortable I am with this. Stop it. I'm going to delete that piece. Am I going to? I'm going to try to. Delete. Okay, I'm going to delete that piece because what I really want is now an actual object rectangle from here to here, right? Okay, it snapped to, and then this is going to this 0.5 here, 0.5. Okay, that didn't really work so well. All right, let me undo that. All right, things are going badly again. Let's undo that. Okay, we'll try this again. I'm going to make a rectangle. Okay, we'll undo that. I'm going to make a rectangle. This is what happens every time I try to do this. Things start to not work. So that's troubling to me. I'm going to make this. Okay, relax. 1.75, enter. 0.5, enter. Okay, I think it worked that time. Okay. All right. That's it. Okay, I've got those rectangles going on. Now I need to locate all of these hole positions. Pole position. Okay, so I need to locate where all of these things are. And so I'm gonna pick this one, right? And this one is 2.75 over from the right. And then it is 0.375 up from the bottom, okay? So I'm going to make a construction rectangle. Watch this, see, construction rectangle from that location, and I'm going to swing it over. Actually, I'm going to do this one first. The 2.75 and the 0.375. the 2.75 and the 0.375, okay? So that's a location. That's a location for one of them. Guess what? I'm gonna draw another one. People think this is dumb, and that's okay. This is just what I'm doing. 3.875 is that one, enter. And then it's again 0.375 there. There we go. So I've just used these construction rectangles, very messy, but I think it works to make these points that I'm going to base these circles on, And then these positions on where those holes are going to go. And then these, I guess I have positioned. Now I need to get these, and these appear to be lined up with the ones below them. So that's good. So what am I going to do? I'm going to do something. I'm going to make these that are going to be 1.5 inch from the bottom, but they're going to be in the same, vertical alignment, whatever, the same vertical alignment with the others. And so that 1.5 thingy, let me make a construction rectangle. That's 1.5 thingy, right? Here's a construction rectangle. Okay, that's good. That's good. And then it's going to be stop it, and enter. And then, okay, something went wrong. Okay, let's undo that. All right, I'm going to start over a little bit. Construction rectangle. And this one, I'm going to go, what am I going to do? Okay, I'm getting a little freaked out here. Okay, that's good. Okay, all right. Enter. 1.5, enter. I have no idea why those things are red, but that's probably bad. Let me try another one of these. This is a real mess. This is a real mess. Okay, but maybe that'll work. Okay, enter or escape or something. All right, this is getting pretty messy. But let me see if I can clean up some things a little bit. Let me put a point right there, and a point right there, and a point right there, and I can't make that point. Okay, this is why everything I did yesterday was a failure, right? And I'm failing in a brand new way. Okay, I need to put a point. Remember, I told you guys, I really did tell them, fail and fail again, and just keep failing over and over and over. All I'm doing right now is trying to clean this up a little bit. I don't need to go perfectly clean, but that's pretty good. I use those construction rectangles to identify those positions, and I probably have already cleaned up enough. And taking time to clean up more is it's dumb. Okay, so all right, I'm okay with that. Coming back over here, I'm going to go with this one, right? That point is going to be 2.875 up, and it does not give a dimension on where it is in whatever this direction is, a horizontal direction. It does give 2.875 in the vertical, but I'm just going to guess, probably wrongly, but I'm going to guess that it's in between those two and up 0.275. So here's how I'm going to do this. I'm going to make a construction line. Check it out. I just deleted that for some reason. Now I'm putting it back, and now I'm going to make a construction rectangle, right? From that position again. And see it snaps to the center, and then I'm going to make it there, right? And apparently the center is that dimension. That's weird, okay? But this one is 2.875, and there we go. That is a point. If you want, you don't have to, but if you want, you can clean up some of this. Oh, don't do that. I got to put a point there first, because if I start deleting things, then the point that I just located, the position I just located, will disappear. Okay, look, isn't this nice? It's kind of, yeah, okay. And then let's go over here. This is a little bit better. Still not quite, as good as I would hope it to be. Okay, now it does not give these horizontal positions. So I'm actually going to assume that the position off of this edge and the position off of this edge is going to be the same. I'm just going to make that assumption, and I don't even know what that is. Let me just check to see what that is. How do I do that? Do this. Let me check to see what this is. Okay, nothing happened. Let me try that again. There. Why is this not working? Escape, undo, redo, escape. dimension, please. All I want is this dimension, and it is 0.375. Okay, escape 0.375. Okay, so I'm just going to use that on this side, right? I'm going to use 0.375, and then this one's going to be 3.875 up and 0.375 over. I'm going to make a construction rectangle. See, I'm doing it. I'm doing it, and it's right there. And remember what I just said? It's 0.375 over, and it's 3.875 up. And look, there's a point. I'm going to put a point there. Point. And then, just for the sake of cleanliness, I'm going to delete that a little bit. Okay. Now that I'm getting a little obsessed, I want to clean up some things some more. I don't know if that's really making any difference. It's taking time, though. It's taking time that we don't have. All right, so I want this one. I want to be 2.75 up and lined up with the first one. Construction rectangle, which is my stupid method that a lot of people would say that's a big waste of time. Okay, let me see. Okay, that's good. And then it's 2.75. All right. Good. And I'm going to put a point there. I'm going to put a point right there. I might go back and delete it later, but for right now, what am I going to do? Remember, I'm going to try to go sort of a symmetrical or sort of like a matching situation here, right? So I want that, looks like 1.125, enter, right? And then it looks like that is 1.125, enter, right? Now these I'm just checking. I'm just using that to check. So I'm doing a construction rectangle here. I'm going to do what, 1.125, yes. 1.125, yes. Oh, no. No. Okay, undo that. Okay, I'll try this again. I'm going to make a rectangle off of this. I don't know why it didn't quite work right before. 1.125, enter. And then 1.125, enter. It's not. Okay. All right. I'm going to undo that. I'm going to undo that. And then I'm going to do something completely new. I'm going to draw a line here, and I'm going to make it 1.125. See? Oh my God. Now I'm losing my mind. All right. Failure. I told you. Okay. I'm going to do something different here. I'm going to do something different. What is that? What is that? What is that? Is that a point that I already made? I don't remember now. I don't remember. I guess it is, right? That's a. Why did I do that? I forgot that I did that. Okay, so I'm going to do something new. All right, I'm going to do this, a construction line. I didn't remember what I had done. 1.125. Okay, yes. And then I'm going to go like this. And what do you know? It's going to snap to place. Yeah, okay. And escape that, make a points everywhere. Let's do some deleting just to clean it up. This is getting better. Looking better. Okay, yes, I'm happier than I was before. I'm still not quite happy, but I'm happier than what I was before. Okay, I cleaned it up a bit. Okay, I'm gonna check mark that. I don't know why it went gray. Everything's gray now. Okay. All right, intrusion on this piece and on this piece. And remember, I didn't actually measure those. So I made this guess that it was a 1/4 of an inch. And what okay, all right, check mark that. And you can see that I did, a halfway intrusion if you believe the dimensions that I just made up. Okay, so there. That looks good. Okay, let's look at the front. What happened to all the oh, there they are, right? They were there just a second ago. So I'm going to make that visible again. Look, there they are. And what am I going to do? I'm going to make all these holes, and I'm just going to make simple holes for right now. I'm going to make all those holes, but I know that some of them go all the way through. Let me see here. What if? Okay. Whoa. Okay, that's I might have screwed that up here. Let me see. It's flipped over. It's flipped over. So these two nuts and bolts, I think those two, I think are the same as these two, right? Right? Those two are the same as those two. Okay, I'm all turned around. Let me see. What happens this? What happens if I do this? Okay. All right. Okay, that's not quite what I wanted. That's not. Okay, I flipped it over, right? Okay, yes. Okay, there's the back side of it, but it's been flipped over, see? Flipped over, so that is now on the back up, and that is now on the back down. And so, and then all of these little holes, or little points that where the holes are gonna go have been reversed. And so I think this and this is going to be that and that, maybe, right? And then I think this and this is going to be that and that, maybe. And then this is going to be that. Okay. And so they've got to go all the way through for those. If this is not making any sense to you, me neither. It's not making sense to me either. But I'm going to put a hole. What am I going to do? I'm going to put a hole here, and 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 I'm going to put a hole here. And I'm going to make them counter bore. Let me see, simple. Counter bore, because I need the nut to fit into that spot, and I want to put it. I want to make that the counter bore section of it. I'm going to make it point. I'm just making up numbers, okay? I'm just making up numbers, and I want it to go all the way through. I got the counter 1.125, 0.125. Okay, the counter bore, I'm actually 0.125 for the shank hole. I don't even know if that's what it's called. 0.25 for the counter bore. Okay, what just happened? Okay, did it actually work? It did, but they're backwards. Okay, they're back, undo that. Okay, whoa, I messed it up. Okay, start over. I messed it up again. Okay. All right. Okay. I need to make a new sketch. That's what it is. I need to make a new sketch. A sketch on this plane. Okay. I flipped it over again for some reason. All right. Let's try this again. Okay. I'm making a new sketch. But I'm using those points from the other. Okay. I got to do it again. Okay. I'm going to make a new sketch, right? Okay. And I got to make the points on the new sketch on the bottom, right? And for some, it doesn't snap, right? It does not snap. Okay. Let's see here. This is going to go badly, just like before. Let's do a construction rectangle for some random reason. The construction, does it snap? It doesn't snap to it. How do I project those features through to the back side? Okay, how do I project those features to the back side? This might be my third failure. 3 strikes, you're out. So I think I'm going to give up on that, because I think I could do it if I had an hour to figure it out. So I'm just going to give up. Okay, give up on that part. That's okay. Sort of. Let me see here. Okay, so I'm just going to do this. Right, yeah, right. I'm not going to do a new sketch. I'm just going to do holes. And I'm going to do all the holes the same way. And I'm not even going to worry about what the bottom is there. Actually, I might worry about it. Okay, holes. Okay, holes. These, I'm going to make go all the way through. Okay, those I'm going to, because I believe that they match up here. And then this one, I'm going to make go all the way through. So am I going to make them counter bore? What the heck? I will. Let me just tell you that they are reversed. Okay, so I did them. They're inside out, so to speak. The counter bore is on the wrong side. But whatever. Okay, and then there's these other holes that I'm just going to make simple holes that do not go all the way through. So these are going to be simple, and they do not go all the way through. These actually go. Yeah, I'm going to do it that way, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. That adds up to 9. Okay. And then what if I do that? And now do I have those holes? Those holes that did not go all the way through. Okay. I like it. I'm okay with this. It's not quite right, but I'm okay with this. And it only took like an hour and a half to do it. And so I'm going to call that done as far as the 3D model is concerned. And so now I need to do some multi-views. Again, I did it wrong on these holes because I couldn't figure out how to do it on the back side, but I'm just going to move on and then just and hope that things are okay. And so let me see, I need to make a drawing now, create a drawing. I don't know what any of those things mean, so I'm just going to click OK. And then waiting, loading, drawing. Okay, then I'm going to insert this part, and I'm going to put it, remember, most people call that the top, I call it the front, you know, and then that's going to be the side. And then I'm going to make what, you know, the top maybe, you know, and then I'm going to make an isometric, okay. And they would also like us to have a bottom. Let me see, can I do it this way to make it, no. Can I do it this way? This is not what I really want to do. Maybe, will this work? This might actually work. Sort of, right? Okay, let me see here. Can I move that? And can I move that? Can I move that? And then can I delete that view? Delete that view. Okay. Let me see, what do I want to do here? Okay, this is not going so well. Yeah, shut up and do it right. Okay, undo that. Okay, so I got the front and I got the bottom, sort of, and I got that. I'm really doing this in a very unorthodox fashion, if that makes any sense. Okay, so but I've got the top and the bottom and the isometric and the side and the little notches right there. Well, guess what? I need dimensions, and well, first I need to show a shaded view. You always show a shaded view of the isometric, and then I want to show some hidden lines. Show hidden lines for that one. You do not show hidden lines in an isometric, but you do show shaded. And that now it's time to unshade, hide shaded view. But then I do want to throw dimensions all over this thing, and that's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Let's see here. Dimension time. Let's do this. I'm going to do this. There's a dimension. Maybe zoom in a little bit. I'm going to do this. There's a dimension. I'm going to do, what am I going to do? I'm going to do this. There's a dimension. It tells you the overall width, overall height, overall depth. That's important. And then I need some dimensions here. I need some dimensions here, I guess. There's that 0.406, remember? It's almost, not quite, almost like I know what I'm doing. Okay, now I don't have to do the dimensions exactly like they did. I do have to represent everything, but I don't have to do the dimensions exactly like they did. So let me do it this way. Okay, this to this. All right, maybe. That's awkward, but you know, I'm in a horrible hurry here. Okay, let me what if I do that, and what if I move that a bit, a little bit. Okay, ugly, but you know, it's something. What if I take this and move it over a little bit? Why didn't that move to? I don't know. Okay, all right, this is not terrible. It's not good, but it's not terrible. And then I need to know these positions, right? This dimensioning is sloppy, you know, as you would expect, sloppy dimensioning. And then this is to this, okay. All right, this is dimensioning well, it's time to wrap it up, everybody. And let me see, I can do this. Wrap up your work, like right now or something. Okay. Yes, Clay. As long as remember what you're trying to do. You're trying to make it fit and make it communicate to the viewer what it is you're trying to accomplish. So the answer is yes. Okay. Okay. You guys wrap it up. It's time to go. And I really want to finish this. I really do. I'm so close. All right, let's go. This is so ugly. I'm not going to be able to finish it, am I? You're not supposed to put dimensions inside the object. What in the world? Okay, let's pretend like I finished. And so there's some other things I want to point out here. Where is that? I did some there's a lot more dimensioning needs to be done, but probably the most important thing here, and I can't find it. Why is it not there? There's something called whole callouts. Maybe let me do this. There it is. I think there it is. Whole callouts. There they are. And so whole callouts. Look, there's a whole callout. See? And this. Okay. Yeah. All right. This is. They're called whole called whole callouts, and almost. I'm going to put it like that, and then I'm going to do another one here. And I'm gonna, come on, it's not gonna fit. Okay, yeah, there's whole callouts, right? And those whole callouts, tell what the holes are, and I'm gonna put space TYP period. Okay, whoa, TYP period, and then I guess enter, right? All right, and then this one, the TYP means typical, so I don't need to identify every single one of them. But I do need to identify, that's really sloppy crossing through there. Okay, that's so terrible. That is so terrible. Oh, maybe I can move it over. Yeah, maybe I can. Okay, does that help any? Guys, I'm so sorry. You deserve, a higher quality of education. But I will say this, at least recognize that I'm making an effort. So I'm going to stop the recording. It's, I would say it's still a failure. It's still a failure, but it's a better failure. It's an F plus. It's an F plus. Okay, but that's it. I'm going to cry now. And thank you so much for your time and participation. I got to dismiss these guys. So bye for now.